Everybody can push the red button in front of them.
One. Oh.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call our meeting to order. Mark all members present with the exception of Amanda, and she called, said that she was in Florida visiting her parents and would not be able to make it.
I don't understand why.
All right, and then you have before you the minutes of the September 24th meeting. A motion's in order for those minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Motion been made, second?
I'll second that.
All right, motion been made and seconded. Any comments, addition, correction? If not, all in favor that were in attendance, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Okay, Mr. Stewart, you have a request for the evening, please.
Yes, sir. Our first and only case of the evening is from Mr. Carter Dickerson of Vioxx and Vioxx, who made an application on behalf of the Dries Company, who owns the property at 3953 Narrows Road, and they're seeking a dimensional variance from the height requirements of the sign regulations. They're wishing to construct a subdivision entrance sign that is taller than permitted. The site is located at the intersection of Narrows Road and Nelson Road and is currently vacant. All the adjoining properties currently have detached single-family residences with the exception of the property to the southwest, which is a city park, and the property to the northeast, which is vacant. This property, the subject property, is the first phase of a subdivision that will have attached and detached single-family residences. The subject property is within the R1C Residential Cluster Development Overlay Zone, as is the property to the north and west, and the rest of the adjoining properties are within the R1C zone, with the exception of the adjoining properties on Theodore Place and Deer Chase Drive, which are within the Residential 1D zone. The R1C zone allows a single-family residential dwellings, detached and qualified manufactured homes, and the RCD overlay provides a means whereby clusters of attached and detached single-family residential units may be constructed in the R1C zone and therein through a development plan permit a wide flexibility in the design, location, siting of the building, and yard and setback requirements in order to provide for, and to the greatest extent possible, the preservation of hillside area and other natural geographic and topographic features, and to provide for more usable and suitably located recreational facilities and open space than would otherwise be provided under the conventional residential land development procedures. Per Direction 2030, the area-wide comprehensive plan update adopted by the Kent County Planning Commission on September 4th, 2014, the recommended land use plan identifies the reference site as well as all the surrounding properties for residential uses with a density of 4.1 to 7.0 dwelling units per net acre. The city park is identified as an other community facility. The applicant is proposing to install a 14-foot, 10-inch high subdivision entrance sign with an area of 39 square feet. Section 14.8 D1 states that a permanent neighborhood monument sign shall be a maximum area of 50 square feet and not exceed 6 feet in overall height. The applicant is requesting a height variance of 8 feet 10 inches.
Okay, the square footage is underneath the amount that is approved for the area. The variance that the applicant is asking for is an 8-foot 10-inch variance in height. Okay. I'm assuming that you are Mr. Dickerson, right?
No.
Matt Banks with Dries.
Pardon?
Matt Banks with Dries Company.
Matt Bain. Okay. All right, Matt, you raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, would you state your reason for your request, please?
It's really just the design aesthetic for the community. It fits sort of within the other signage in the area. Sits in a fairly large open space at the entry, and we want to make it big enough and, you know, substantial enough that it, you know, is a good entry for the subdivision.
And this signage is similar to the other signage you have?
It's similar in size to the other subdivisions in the area. This was, like I said, this is the first phase, so there's no other signage out there, but it's similar to Lakemont, Brightleaf, some of those other subdivisions.
Is this gonna be lit up?
It's going to have spotlights lighting it up from the ground.
All right. And what we're looking at is landscaped around it, some.
I'm sorry?
Landscaped around the base, some?
I'm sorry.
Landscaped around the
Yes,
base?
yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and you all have any questions for this gentleman?
Yeah, I don't see where the sign is gonna be. There's gonna be, there's gonna be a road, an entrance close to this sign? I'm looking to, there we go.
It's easier to see it on this one, I think. You can see right there.
This is existing. No.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is a new road, and the sign is gonna be located in here?
Right there.
Okay. I take it that's gonna be back far enough to where it won't obscure anyone trying to get in and out of the intersection?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Sight distance will be good.
Any other questions? If there's no further questions, we'll close the discussion on it.
Thank you.
Any discussion from the members prior to asking for a vote? Okay, that being the case then, a vote, our motion's in order.
I'll make a motion. This is what? Motion to grant the application of Mr. Carter Dickerson, or in this case, the trees representative, construct the proposed subdivision entrance sign to a maximum overall height of 14 feet 10 inches. The granting of this variance will not adversely affect the public health, safety, or welfare, will not alter the essential character of the general vicinity, will not cause a hazard or a nuisance excuse me, to the public, and will not allow unreasonable circumvention of the requirements of the zoning regulations. The motion shall be pursuant to the factual determinations from the evidence provided, including without limitation the staff report, which is hereby determined to be accurate.
Okay, that being the motion, is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
All right, second by Mr. Conley. Any further discussion? Okay, roll call vote, Mr. Stewart, please.
Mr. Conley,
Yes?
Mr. Molly,
Yes.
Mr. Armbruster,
Yes.
Mr. Newsom,
Yes. Motion carries. Okay, Mr. Stewart, that concludes the motions for the evening, correct?
yes, sir.
All right, any further business?
Not at this time.
Okay, if not, then a motion to adjourn is in order.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion been made to adjourn,
Second?
been seconded, all in favor say aye. Aye.
When's that intersection gonna be done?